So, hello. Welcome to this sixth chakra yin practice. I'm excited to teach this one this week for you. So, just a few little things about this sixth chakra. So, it is also known as third eye chakra. So, some people have it talk about it right in the center of the forehead. Some people have it right between the eyes. Again, all depends on who you follow. I don't think either way is wrong. You probably can't see, maybe I'll hold it out here, a kind of little pretty thing here. So this is actually a deep blue, a purplish blue, or an indigo rather, that it vibrates. Now some people will have the reverse of what you have up on here. So you can see the third eye is also the same color as my little aid here that you can't see very well. Good. Some people will have it a lighter blue, some people will have it more purple. So again, just depends on who you follow. But there's the color. And so this is when it's in balance, you have, if you believe in it, clairvoyance here, ESP, which is extrasensory perception. You'll have a lot of imagination coming out here, inner wisdom, intuition. You'll have good sleep, good dreams, kind of almost like going back to the third chakra, that gut feeling. And good vision issues because your eyes are also here as well. When it's not in balance, you might have vision issues, headaches, nightmares, sleep disorders, maybe a little bit more judgmental. People are judgmental by nature, but a little bit more than you normally would. Kind of like that us versus them mentality. So what we're going to do today, we will tap into this region and I hope you really enjoy it. This is one of my favorite chakras to work with. So without further ado, we'll come into our practice. So I'm sitting on my Amazon Prime Day deal meditation cushion here, but you can sit up on anything that you need. Some of you might not need anything at all, but find a nice tall spine. So we still have those ears, shoulders, and hips to come into alignment. Draw up from the pubic bone to behind the navel or belly button into the spine. Good. We'll slightly tuck the chin here and come into our practice. Good. So we're going to start with the box breath, which is a sixth chakra pranayama. We will end with alternate nostril breathing. So do not skip the closing. So just breathing and expanding, and then we'll prepare for the box breath. We'll do this 3 times, equal part breath. We'll try to go to 5. If you can go to 6 or 7, that's great. Always return a normal breath if you need to. So big exhale to prepare. Good. And we'll inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5. Return to that normal breath. Fingertips to the side, palms turn up. Inhale, reach, nice and tall. I'm going to touch my palms together. And we're going to take this to heart center. And we'll create an intention for our practice. What would you like to give or receive? So it can always be your own. If you're looking for 6 chakra themed things, maybe come to that color of that bluish purple. or maybe so hum. So hum is a Sanskrit for what I say a lot in my other classes. I am that I am. So you can take so hum, bluish purple, or your own. And from here, we'll take the thumbs now right into the third eye, sealing that intention in our minds. And then back down to the heart center. Good, and we'll release the arms here. Good. So we're just gonna get a little bit more of energetic flow going before we come into the deeper poses. So from here, keeping the hips grounded, you can take your hands on your knees or your thighs. Just come into some little circles here. Good. Now I'm keeping a long spine with this. So my belly button is into the spine. And you can keep this small, or you can take some bigger ones. You choose. And we smile. Good. And then from here, when you're ready, let's reverse. Staying with your breath. Staying with your intention. Good. And then from here, coming back to nice tall spine. Let's take the hands behind the head. I'm clasping my hands behind the head. I'm pressing my head into my hands, not hands into the head. Elbows are out as wide as what's comfortable. Again, nice tall spine. So grow tall from crown to tail. I'm going to inhale to the left, exhale right. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale. I'm closing my eyes here. You're welcome to keep them open. You can stay with this slower to moderate pace, or you can pick this up, but don't forget the breath. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. Start to gently slow that down if you took a faster pace. Staying with the breath. Good. And eventually coming back to center. Taking the hands out to the side, going right into a body wave. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale back to center. Great job. From here, I'm going to move off of my meditation cushion. Good. And then from here, we're going to actually come onto the belly. We're going to come right into a crocodile pose. So I'm going to make that little pillow with my hands. So you want that third eye connection to be here. Now, if this isn't comfortable for you, you can bring in a pillow, a folded blanket, a cushion. You can bring a block in here. Find where you can find connection. Hips, knees, and toes are going to turn out away from the body, and I'm just going to move that one back. Good. And then from here, wiggle, 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 and settle in. And remember, you can always stay here longer if that's okay for you or something you need to do. But we're going to come into a sphinx. Okay. So from a sphinx, you want your shoulders and elbows to either be in alignment or shoulders to be behind the elbows. We don't want the shoulders forward here. I'm going to take my palms down, and I'm just going to kind of settle in here for a moment. So I'm going to lengthen through the low body. Belly button is in. Pubic bone is into the neck. And I'm going to press away with my forearms. And then I'm going to shine my heart forward here, just like I would do in cow if we were doing cat-cows. Shoulders in their pockets, and I'm going to look straight forward. Now my belly button is in, and I'm still lengthening, so I'm not just collapsing here and not collapsing through the shoulders. You can always build this up with a folded blanket if you need to. Good. So I don't have my traditional timer here, so I'm going to use my regular watch. So we're going to go for 3 juicy minutes. So reach, reach, reach. Breathe and expand. You can come back to that box breathing here, your own number, your own time. I'm looking straight forward, so I'm not looking up at the ceiling. I'm not letting my chin droop towards the chest. Staying with breath. Maybe you can ask yourself, do I have clarity of mind and thought? Do I have clarity of mind and thought? Good, going into the second minute now. Relax the face. If you want to close your eyes, you can take your gaze right to that third eye here. There's nothing wrong with that either. Good, we're halfway there. Beginning to enter into the final minute. Final 30 seconds. We still want some expansion in that spine, not the spine, but in the rib cage. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way back down here. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Find crocodile for a moment. Good. From here, we're going to take the hands under the shoulders. We're going to press back into a child's pose here. So remember, in child's pose, you want to be where you're comfortable. So knees can be as wide as the mat, together or somewhere in between. You can take your arms long in front of you, or if your shoulders don't like that, you can take your hands back by the ankles. So we're going to try for this third eye connection again. So if you can't quite reach, remember, you can take a block. You can take a cushion, a folded blanket, find that connection. And if you do come down to the floor, that's great too. Good, we'll be here for about a minute and a half. In 30 seconds. And then from here, carefully, we're going to move forward into a dolphin pose for a moment. And then we're going to move from there into our standing dangle. So for dolphin, I'm just going to keep my forearms down, palms are down. Again, I'm going to tuck the toes, and I'm just going to lift, and I'm going to shift here for a moment. Head does not touch the floor in dolphin, so you should be able to shake that head yes, shake that head no. Shoulders are in their pockets. So as you breathe and expand here, really feel it in the shoulders and that upper back and that upper rib cage. That's where you should be engaging in dolphin. Coincidentally, that's also where you engage in a headstand or handstand. But we don't do those in yin. So from here, whenever you're ready in the way that's best for you, coming up one elbow at a time, walking the hands back or walking your feet forward. You can find your dangle. So keeping the knees soft here. Good. And then you can just let the hands come to the ground. You can grab opposite elbows. You can build up if you need to, if it's especially too much, and find that connection here again. So I can't quite get there with this connection today, so I'm just going to leave that right there. Yeah. And then from here, whenever you're ready, just find that dangle, and then maybe say to yourself, I trust my inner teacher. I trust my inner teacher. Good. So I often say in classes, I'm just a guide. Your body is your best teacher. That's your inner teacher. Good. Head and neck are free. And a little bit of a bend in those knees. Good. Coming up on the second and final minute. So do you trust your inner teacher? Maybe coming back to so hum. I am that I am. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So carefully take your hands down. If you need to move forward, do so. We're going to take the knees down here. And once again, we're going to find a child's pose. So try to connect that third eye area to something, whether it's a block, a cushion, a folded blanket, the floor. 30 seconds. Good. And then from here, carefully, take that head up. Good. Now, we're going to prepare for Dragonfly, a wide-legged forward fold. So I'm going to bring in a blanket here to sit on when I do that. And I'm also going to have some props here. So I'm just going to bring in my meditation cushion here. And so what this is going to do is this is going to give me a more third eye connection here without trying to strain, trying to get my forehead to a place that my body is not ready to take it. So I'm going to take my legs out wide. Good. I'm going to come to the edge of my blanket, and I'm rocking into an anterior tilt of the pelvis. So that just means the hip bones rock forward, tailbone rocks back. Good. So I've got this here. Blocks are also great to put here as well, especially for those of us that just don't want to go very far in this pose. You can totally come right here. So just some ideas. But from here, when you're ready, hips, knees, and toes are going to track towards the ceiling. Keep softness in the knees if you are tight in the hamstrings. And from here, big inhale, reach and lengthen. Exhale, hinging from the hips, and fold. Good. So I'm just going to come right here. Good. Just going to bring it a little bit closer. Good. All right. Maybe right here. And you might see me lift and lower a few times just looking at my watch. I'm just going to take that right here. Good. All right. 3 juicy minutes if you can. Maybe ponder this. All the answers that I need are within me. All of the answers I need are within me. Come back to that breath. Good. We're into the second minute now. Come back to that intention or the affirmation. If you forget it, so hum. I am that I am. Bluish purple. Where all the answers that I need and seek are within me. Good. Entering the final minute here. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Carefully, carefully, carefully come out of there. Places are going to be a little vulnerable. Good. From here, I'm going to move this out of my way. And we're gonna come to our shoelace from here. So in a flow-based practice, this is gonna be the Gomukhasana, the cow face pose. So I'm just gonna take my peace fingers here and just carefully move this in. So I'm gonna get us in here nice and carefully. So I'm gonna start with my left leg coming forward. I'm gonna cross my right leg over. Now for some of you, this might be enough, and that's okay. You want to be able to keep both sits bones down here, okay? So those of you that can do this with bringing this foot in, then you can bring that in here. Now, ideally, you know, we're looking for the knees to be in alignment. Mine aren't quite there, so just do the best you can and don't worry about it. So I'm going to give you an option here as well. You can take your arms out wide, cross right arm on top of the left and find eagle arm wrap. Okay, and we'll take the thumbs or a thumb right to the third eye. Or you can just take your hands to prayer and take it right to the third eye. Okay, so find where you want it. And I'm going to take the eagle arms here. Good. And we're going to be here. Think about squeezing into the midline. So you want to squeeze the inner thighs together, keeping a nice long spine. And then from here, when you're ready, drawing up and in, big inhale. Exhale, we're going to breathe right here. Good. We'll try 3 juicy minutes here as well. Expand the breath. You can go back to the box breathing if you would like to go back to that, any number of your choice. Find expansion. Going into the second minute. Remember, if this pose becomes too much with the upper body or the lower body, come out. Maybe while here, maybe ask yourself, am I over analytical? So that comes from the judging. Are you over analytical? Coming into the final minute. Final 30 seconds. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Carefully undo. Arms first. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle if you took that. Good. Carefully undo the legs here. Good. So before we come to the other side, let's just get a little bit of a windshield wiper here. So I'm just going to clear my space a little bit behind me. Good. Taking hands behind me. Now, my belly button is in tight here. I don't want to just collapse to the back. And I'm just going to rock side to side. You can keep it gentle, or if your body will let you, you can take all the way over to one side and then the other, you choose. Good. And then from here, when you're ready, carefully come back up. We're gonna take that right into the other side. So we're gonna come into it the same way. This time, the right leg is gonna come straight forward. Your left leg is gonna cross over. Now remember, you can stay right here. You want both sits bones to be grounded, or you can bring in the other leg. Good. So again, I'm even farther away here than I was on the other side. That's okay, you do what you can. Don't worry about the rest. So this time, you can take your arms. This time it'll be the left arm over the right. Finding eagle arm wrap, taking a thumb or two thumbs, depending on where you can bind or can't bind, right to the third eye. Or you can just take prayer, taking the thumbs right to the third eye here. So I'm gonna come into my wrap. So I'm gonna wrap. Good. I'm gonna be nice and tall. I'm squeezing into the inner thighs, 3 minutes from right here. Staying with the breath. I am that I am. I'm coming back to that purplish blue. So as we come into the second minute, maybe ponder, am I easily confused? Or do I have difficulty making choices and decisions? Am I easily confused? Or do I have difficulty making choices and decisions? Going into the final minute here. $30. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Carefully release the arms first if you take eagle bind. Shake, shake, shake. Carefully undo your legs. We're going to go back into that windshield wiper again. So taking hands behind. Good. Nice and tight through the abdominals. And you can just take this nice and gentle. Or you can take it all the way over to one side and all the way over to the other. Good. All right. From here, I shouldn't say everybody's favorite, but a favorite of mine. We're going to come into pigeon. This is going to be a very juicy pigeon today. We're going to try this one try for 3. If 3 feels good, try for 4. 4 feels good. 5 is going to be our max today on both sides. So from here to come into your pigeon. And remember, you can always have props if the hips do not come down. So I'm just gonna not take this blanket very far here. Good. So I'm gonna start all fours. I'm gonna start by taking my right knee, right close to my right wrist. And my right heel is gonna come towards the left hip crease. Now it doesn't have to touch it, but we just want it towards there because we're not looking for a parallel shin to the short edge of the mat, okay? So find your pigeon here. Good. Fill in any space under here that you need. And then from here, we're going to come down. Good. Now I'm going to say you have the opportunity to come all the way down here or prop yourself up, finding that third eye connection. I'm going to start on my elbows, taking my thumbs to my third eye here. And that's where I'm going to try to practice for at least halfway through. So you come to where you want to come. And then in the meantime, maybe ponder, I see all things with clarity. Good. So we'll try for 5 minutes, starting right now. I see all things with clarity, staying with the breath. Also being mindful of any pain, numbness, tingling, burning that you might feel during this pose, please come out. That's not normal. You can always rest in crocodile or child's pose. Good. Going into the second minute now. Belly button is still in tight. This is still an active pose. Breathe and expand that back body. Good. Going into the third minute. I see all things with clarity. Or so hum. I am that I am. We're at 3 minutes. You can take a break or you can stay with me going into the fourth. I see all things with clarity. I let my body release what does not serve me. If that's 4 minutes, take a break or follow me for the 5th and final minute. Stay with the breath. Stay with intention. I am that I am. I come back to bluish purple. You can close your eyes and take the gaze to the third eye. And there's the 5th minute. Carefully remove any props if you had any there. We're going to come up. Good. I'm just going to kind of roll over to that hip for a moment, lengthening that right leg forward. I know I'm a little bit at an angle, but both my legs are long here. I'm just going to shake for a moment. And then from here, we're actually going to take crocodile again, belly down for 1 minute before we come to the other side. So find your crocodile. Good. Third eye, make that little hand pillow here if you can. Wiggle, hips, knees, and toes turn out away from the body. 1 minute. Good. From here, slowly and carefully press back. Find your tabletop. We're going to take that pigeon on the other side now. So now you're going to take your left knee up by the left wrist. So your left heel is going to come closer to the hip crease here. It does not have to touch it. I'm going to slide my right leg back. Fill in any space on this side of the hip. Good. And then from here, I'm going to come down. And again, you can prop the third eye head up on a pillow if you need to, or you can follow me into prayer. And we're going to try to be right here for 5 minutes, or your 3 or your 4, and we'll start right now. So remember, bluish purple. I am that I am. Or I trust my intuition. I trust my intuition. My intuition, when I follow it personally, is about 99% accurate in a situation, which is great for me now, but I wish I had listened to it in my younger days. Would have saved me a lot of trouble. So learn to trust your intuition. You have it for a reason. Good. We're in the second minute now. Going into the third minute. Breathe and expand. As a reminder, any pain, numbness, tingling, burning, you've gone too far, back off or come out completely. If that's 3 minutes, take a break or stay with me to 4. So there's 4 minutes. Take a break or stay with me for the final 5th minute. Good. There's 5 minutes. So carefully, come up, roll over onto the left side. Take both legs forward. Maybe shake a little bit here. Good. And then from here, we're going to go back to crocodile again for 1 minute. So coming back, belly down. Good. Third eye onto hands or something. Good. So I'm going to leave you with this quote. Now, I've heard this quote many times since high school. I do not know who originally said it. It is not my quote, but it's a nice one to ponder. Our eyes are the window to the soul. Our eyes are the window to the soul. Then from here, we're going to transition onto our backs. I'm just going to kind of move some of my props out of the way here, just so I have room. We will come into our nice spinal twist. I'm going to come onto the back here. Good. We're going to slide that ponytail out. Good. So from here, let's kind of wiggle, wiggle, wiggle for a moment. Good. I'm going to take my feet as wide as my mat. Good. And then from here, I'm going to tighten up. So belly button into the spine here, or draw up from the pubic bone behind the navel, because we're going to go into that rotation. Arms can be out to the side. I'm going to let my knees drop towards my right. Good. Left hip's going to come up a little bit here, as long as that left ankle, left knee, left hip, left low back feel okay. You can stay here. If not, please come out. If it's okay, you can stay here or move on. So I'm okay. So I'm going to pick up my right ankle and place it right on top of the left thigh. So not on the knee joint, but on the thigh. This deepens that stretch. And then I'm going to look towards my left. Breathe and expand. Focus on your third eye. Carefully taking head back to center, carefully releasing, coming back through center, knees to center. Windshield wiper this out just for a few moments. Good, and then from here, when you're ready, make sure the feet are on the edge of the spine, not the edge of the spine, edge of the mat. I'm not sure where spine came from, or maybe because we're resetting the low spine. But we're gonna let those knees come over to the left now. Good. Making sure everything on the right side is okay. If not, you'll come out of here. If it is, you can stay, or you can pick up that left ankle, put it right on top of that right thigh, and we'll be right here for a minute and a half, maybe looking to your right. If you close your eyes, focus on the third eye, right between the eyes, or right in the center of the forehead. Carefully remove that left foot, taking head and knees back to center. We're going to wiggle, wiggle, wiggle center here. Good. And from here, we're going to come into our Shavasana. So you can let everything flop open. You can be on your side. You can be on your belly. You can put a bend in the knees. If you've got props, so I've got several, so I'm going to take my forehead, or my neck rather, into this nice little support. And then I'm going to reach around and grab my bolster cushion and place right underneath my thighs and knees here. Good. Just to facilitate a little bit more relaxation. So once you get where you're going to be here, see if you can find yourself at about 10% more comfortable. See if you can focus again your gaze right here in the third eye, finding the color bluish purple. I am that, or that I am. Taking some deep breaths here. Choose stillness or gently take the head from side to side. Choose stillness or invite movement of the fingers and the toes. Choose stillness or taking knees into the chest. Choosing to keep the upper body lowered or maybe lifted for a full body hug. and choosing stillness, or moving any props out of the way that you may have used for Shavasana time. Good. Taking arms long overhead, legs long in front of you, and reach and lengthen from the edge of the fingertips, the edge of the toes. Point and flex through the feet. Bend and stretch through the hands, twirling wrists and ankles in one direction, and then in the other. And then from here, whenever you're ready, carefully bending in both knees and rolling over onto your right or left side, the side that works best for you in this moment. And whenever you're ready, carefully pressing yourself up to a seat. I'm going to bring my meditation cushion back in here because remember, we're going to do one more pranayama, the alternate nostril breath. Good. So yes, I have a new nose piercing, so I do my alternate nostril breathing a little bit different on that side, a lot more with care. But what we're going to do is we're going to take the right hand, good, and kind of think almost like, you know, Star Trek, live long and prosper, kind of like that. So you're going to close off the right with the thumb. You'll breathe in through the left. You'll close the left with your ring finger and pinky finger. Breathe out through the right. You'll inhale right, close right, breathe out through the left, breathe in through the left. We'll do a few rounds of that, okay? So find a nice tall spine. Draw up from pubic bone behind the navel. Support your back with a strong front. So from here, I'm going to close my right nostril. Good, breathe out. Breathe in through the left. Close left, open right, exhale. Inhale, you can even touch the third eye here if you want to. Close, open left, exhale. Inhale. Close, open. Inhale. Close, open left. Inhale. Close, exhale. Inhale. Close, exhale. Release. Good, and breathe normal. Fingertips to the side, palms turning up. Inhale, reach and lengthen, touching palms overhead. Exhale, coming down, heart center. Reconnecting with that intention again. I am that I am, or bluish purple in color. We'll take our thumbs to our forehead for good, true, intuitive thoughts. To our lips for good and kind words. And to our hearts for open and loving hearts, knowing no effort on this mat is ever wasted, no gain is ever reversed. May you be safe, may you stay well. So the chant for the sixth chakra is Om, the one that everybody's been waiting for. So I will chant that 3 times. You can do it with me or just listen. So from here, inhale to prepare. Exhale for Om. Thank you so much for practicing with me with this Yin 6th chakra class. Hope you have a wonderful day or evening ahead. Namaste. Thank you so much. As always, let me know if you have any questions, if you ever need to see anything again about this chakra, about other chakras, and I hope to see you soon.